Hey all and welcome to BattleBlock Theater. As you can see, it is completely crazy. It is from the Behemoth, which is an absolutely amazing developer. He also developed Alien Hominid and Castle Crashers, so you can kind of see what kind of game and what kind of craziness you're going to get from such awesome developers. So you can see on the title screen, you can see local game, online play and level editor. So this is level editor, I haven't tried that yet, but I could imagine that could be really good. Online play for multiplayer, online, and local game. I'm going to select local game at the moment to just show you the basics. I'm not going to show you much of the storyline. I'm going to show you the storyline, but not the cutscenes, rather.
I think you should customize this.
Because I'd rather you have the experience, rather than anything else, right? I'd rather you play it, rather than me go on about the story as much. That's why I'm always going to do games on Games Defined. It gives you the experience of the storyline rather than spoil it. So you can use that to go into the hub and go into Chapter 1. This is Betrayed by Hatty, which is the central character to this game. It's kind of an enemy. Right, so level 1-4, and we get some awesome graphics made out of cardboard to really look like a theatre. And then go up and on these cardboard boxes and what they look like, and then wait until that creates this spawns to jump across. There's a checkpoint. I don't know how to get that golden wall. There's a gem, you collect all of them to be able to advance and unlock the gate to the end. You can tap these guys and destroy them like so, and you can't swim, which is probably bad. You need swimming lessons. I don't know why I've got a hat. I've customised my guy to have a hat on. There's a lot of customisation options, and I'm a bit stuck on how to do this bit. So let's have a think. So we can go up here, go across, and hopefully, there we go, lava blocks. There we go. Ooh, there we go. Right, I don't know how we get up there. There we go. And that's a hidden gem. So as you can see, there's hidden collectibles. So go along, and it is basically a platforming game. You can play it with friends, and most likely knock them over into obstacles, like the good friend you are. And there we go. Just gone into their bit. Right, there. Just knocked out all the bloody platforms. Right, jump, and then whoa! I should have waited a bit. These quite tricky. Some bits can be quite tricky platforming at times. So you just have to wait until they go a little before I do that little jump there. So you have to do things a few times in order to get the notion of it. And should have got that gem before it disappeared. Right. Jump, get the gem. I'm obviously terrible at this already. And get to the exit. I don't think we've got all the gems there. I think there would have been one more. Gems unlock different characters and different customization options. And as you can see, there's a status at the end. So I did miss one gem and I didn't get the time. And I've done one of the doors. So there's Act 2, Scene 2. You can see the barrels just exploding and just skated across the ice, giving me a hidden gem. We've just got one here. And we've got a skeleton in some sea. Got no idea what that means. I guess that means death by water. You can't swim. Alright, up here. Get the checkpoint. Go across. Shit. And drowned in a miserable pool of water. That wasn't my intention on this game to do. And there's a bit of a beyond ball that's just go across the stage. And slide on the ice. Get the checkpoint. Ooh, here we go. We can call a boat across by paddling it across, because that always works in real life. Not. Unless the boat is sentient and knows what you're doing to the water. I'm sure that just paddling a little bit of the water won't make a dam to that boat. But oh well, this is a game. There's some kind of marshmallow blocks. I've got no idea how to get down there as well. Down to that cloud. Hopefully the answer will be there very soon after this gumball kind of ice cream block. No, doesn't seem to be. Yeah, okay. If anyone know how to do that, put it in the comments below. That guy just took a swim. A swim he won't get out of. Right, up to the cloud. And load the exploded platforms. There we go. And I could have got the other two collectibles, I didn't bloody see them. That was bloody terrible. After we do that, another point. But you can kind of get the gist of the overall game. And you get a score at the end. And there should be a boss at the end of this. Being a couple more doors. So Act 3, 2, Scene 3. So come along to my little skippy boat. In which seems to be locked by an exploded thing. Just going to paddle a bit more water and see if anything actually comes along. The boat's not there. This is weird. Okay, so we can explode. There we go. So there's quite a bit of puzzles to work out. So if you're a fan of puzzler and platforming at the same time, then this game is for you, as well as playing around and mucking along with different friends. It's quite the same vein as Alien Hominid and the other games in that light. The multiplayer is there and it's very nice. Right, the exit's open because I've just scored enough gems to go along, but I think that boat needs a bit of sea, so let's push it along. There we go, it's best friends with the sea again. Move along. And here we go, gem. And going along the bit of electric ladder. Hopefully we don't get electrocuted by the electric ladder. And then push along. Oh, that was a laser beam. Probably just got laser eye surgery from that. Probably the guy can see a lot more clearer now. At least the enemy has gone now. That was the intended purpose of that laser beam, not to give me corrective surgery on my eyes. Right. There's a gem up there, but I've got no idea, unless we have to zoom up this as quickly as possible. So let's have a go, shall we? No, this doesn't actually go very fast at all. It's only a ladder, it's not like a rocket. I wish there was a rocket, because that would be quite useful. Go along, jump, jump, jump. And hidden gem. Don't know how to get that other gem. Now we'll just exit. So you can kind of get the gist. It is a platformer. It is available on Steam. And it has some cool graphics. There's a guy in a hat crying called Hatty. But yeah, let's have a look in the gift shop. So you can go into the gift shop. And then from here, I don't know where this went, you can buy stuff. So this is weaponry. I've got no idea what this will give me, but let's have a look. Let's hand it over. You got the goods, and he's giving me a green ball, which is a bit weird. Okay, so that's the customization options, because you can have mines, which I forgot to say, which is just throwing it, and it throws like a discus, and you can use them to blow up enemies. You can also trade with friends, different shapes, and online peoples. I might get onto that in a little bit before I quit today. And move down. Okay, so how do we get back down? There we go. The teleport's a bit hidden by that blue kind of thing there. You can then spend gems to unlock different customization and different prisoners, and that releases a prisoner in a capsule. That's absolutely fantastic way of doing that. In a little capsule toys that you used to go around as a kid, and it always got stuck in the scene. That's mine bloody did, because I have my bloody bad luck. Right, then I think that's it in here. You can see what's that about in the gift shop. You can also do the player select, and I've also unlocked a few more shapes. So you can have a bit of a star shape, you can have the game from Castle Crushers. I think that's from Alien Hominid. Don't know what that one is. I need to brush up on knowledge on a few things. But there's the weapon I've just unlocked, being the green ball. I should be able to have that in 1 second. There we go. We've got a bubble. Oh, okay, that's quite effective. So these different weapons. Let me just have one more stage, just to show you them. And then we'll quickly go on to the level editor, and if we've got time, a bit of online. I'm not sure what we're going to do today. There we go. There's like this weird one-eyed fish that's flying around. Probably someone's made a song about it already. It's probably the cousin from that fish on The Simpsons that got mutated. I don't know what that name is now. Does anyone know in the comments? But please put it in the comments. I'll put in a postcard below. Put a postcard to an invisible address. Nobody ever reads postcards. Right. Jump across. Get the gems. Get the checkpoint. Spell some block. Ooh. Test out the new weapon, and it didn't do anything. It just blew a bubble in its face, which is probably highly effective, although that laser did. And we've got a jetpack. This is highly effective for going up, as you can imagine, and launching yourself into the air. And you can use these lava bricks from across. And sort of just missed about 30 of the gems. Whoa, as you can see, there's a lot of hidden ways to go around a level. Here we go, got gems, and then jump into the exit. And there was a gem thief over there, so it. Yeah, that's been BattleBlock Theater. Hope you had a good time, and hope you enjoyed looking at this. I don't know what's coming up, but it looks to be a boss. If we do get up to that, I will make a video probably. But let's cancel off for now. In an exploding way. That was terrible. I feel bad for the poor guy. This is the boss. It is cat shaped. This game does feature a lot of cats. I'm not going to spoil any more than that. But there's a few cats in this game. So it's now, so we exit. Let's go along and have a look at the level editor. This is quite clever with the drinks. And create a new level. Let's have a look. You can select the size. You can select the height. So I'm just going to select a bit random. So you can see you can effortlessly put blocks down. You can select a block. I'm not sure what half of these blocks do because I haven't played through the full game just yet. We've got 2 monsters there, lava block, and some steps. There we go. That's the best level of the year was 2013. 2014, bloody hell. Ew. You can tell my mind's slowly losing sanity today, especially since I don't know the bloody year. You can put down different enemies, as you can see. This is quite fancy. There's robots in the game. I'm not going to spoil too much, but you can see there's a wide variety of parts. And there we go, we've got an exit. And we need to put a few gems in. I've got no idea how to do the gems yet. I can't see them on the menu. Oh, there we go. As you can see, you can create your own level quickly and pretty much effortlessly, as long as you find the gems, which I haven't been very successful in doing. Let's just test the level for now. And you can see, oh, that's the moment it's on the bottom. So that was quite stupid. It is actually on the top. But you can kind of get the gist of it. You can kind of get the gist of the level editor from that. So that's the level editor. And now if you exit, and I'm going to discard Kangas for now, and you can have a look on online play. You can find player mats, host player mats, or you can have a quick mats. So that's the online play. I'll leave you to do it if you bought the game. Fur bottoms features. This looks kind of different. You can see the movies of the kind of game, so you can see the movies that play during the cutscenes. That's the word I'm trying to get out. And you can click that, and you can type in whatever, and you can see music generator playlists. As well as that, you can see the kind of levels and movies other people's done through their playthroughs. So that's a little about that. So as you can see, this is the guy's level. They've just selected here. And there's actually a series of levels, which is quite new. I didn't know you could do that. Now it's collecting strawberries, which is quite a weird loading screen. You can see here, oh, this is actually quite hard. Right, bend down, go up, get hit by a laser. As you can see, there's some fiendish user generated levels from this sadistic mind. Just get rid of the fan, through the strawberry. As you can see, it's quite hard, you have to shield yourself with that monster that's moving around. So let's have a look at one more time to the arena, which I haven't played yet. You can see via versus or co-op, you can select different modes, you can colour the world, snow stats to steal people's enemy souls, beat up enemy teams, score the best time, and you can see that there's quite a lot of different options rather than just the storyline. Let's have a look at beat the enemy team, and you can see that I need more players. Let's go in and see what we got. And as you can see, a little graphic plays of the level you just selected. In the moment oh, here we go. I've got a computer generated opponent, and as you can see here, the Blackbeard kind of character is trying to beat me up, and you can try and beat each other up. You can use your power up and you score points. So there is quite a lot of options here you can play around with, and it is quite ingenious in that regard. So yeah, that's been BattleBlock Theater. Hope you've enjoyed it. I've been trying to go through the whole thing to just give you a quick explanation of each part. So yeah, that's been Lonewolf. I hope you like it. If you do, please subscribe. And that's been about it. Hungry Special coming soon. As I've always said before, but it is coming soon, we do promise.